Hi friends, welcome to Talent Academic Hub. Today we are going to discuss some basic general science questions. So those who haven't seen my previous videos, please watch it and don't forget to subscribe my channel. So let's start today's session. The property by which atoms of the same element sticks together in the form of a chain is known as catination. The process by which the atoms of same element stick together in the form of a chain is known as catination. The attraction between similar kind of molecules is known as cohesion. Barite is the ore of which metal? Barium. Barite is the ore of or means iron. Barite endinte iron. Barite endinte iron. Bariuminte iron. The property of a metal to stretch into form of light wires is known as ductility. The property of a metal to stretch into into the form of light wires is called ductility. Material used for making artificial rain is silver iodide. This is a very important question. Previous question. Material that is used for making artificial rain is silver iodide. First woman to win Nobel Prize was Marie Curie. The first woman to win Nobel Prize was Marie Curie. Metal that exists in the form of liquid at room temperature is mercury. Metal that exists in the form of exists in liquid form at room temperature is known as mercury. Previous question. The chemical responsible for the bright light of the firefly is luciferin. Chemical responsible for bright light of firefly. പ്രകാശത്തിന് കാരണമാകുന്ന chemical ആണ് luciferin. Scientists who created water artificially for the first time is Joseph Priestley. The scientist who created water artificially for the first time, Joseph Priestley ആണ്. The atomic number is represented by which letter? It is letter Z ആണ്. The atomic number is represented by Z ആണ്. The hydrogen isotope that is used in nuclear reactors is deuterium. The hydrogen important question ആണ്. The hydrogen isotope that is used in nuclear reactors is deuterium, and this deuterium is also called heavy hydrogen. Deuterium is also called heavy hydrogen. The second most abundant element in the Earth atmosphere is oxygen. Important question ആണ്. Previous question ആണ്. The second most abundant element in the Earth's atmosphere is oxygen. The fuel that used in rockets is liquid hydrogen. Fuel that used in rocket is liquid hydrogen. The presence of which element gave blue color to diamond? It is boron. The presence of which element gave blue color to diamond? It is boron. The least sized fundamental particle in an atom is electron. Least sized particle in an atom is electron. And the scientist who discovered the value of the electron is Robert Millikan. Important question ആണ്. Scientist who discovered value of electron was Robert Millikan. Electron having no neutrons in its nucleus is hydrogen. An element having no neutron in its nucleus is hydrogen. Electrons travel around the nucleus through orbits. Orbits fixed path ആണ്. ഈ പാത്തിൽ കൂടെയാണ് electrons nucleusന് ചുറ്റും സഞ്ചരിക്കുന്നത്. Element that is present in DNA is phosphorus. Color emitted by the element that is present in both RNA and DNA is phosphorus. Color emitted by hydrogen lamp is blue. Element pasted on the side of matchbox is red phosphorus. Important question ആണ്. Element pasted on the sides of the matchbox is red phosphorus. Important constituent of LPG is butane. Methane ആയിട്ട് മാറിപ്പോവരുത്. The important constituent of LPG, liquefied petroleum gas, is butane. And the rubber used as insulator in electric cables is neoprine. Important question ആണ്. The rubber that is used as insulator in electric cables is neoprene. The scientist who discovered that water is formed when hydrogen is mixed with oxygen was Henry Cavendish. Henry Cavendish was the scientist who discovered that when hydrogen is mixed with oxygen, water is produced, and it was Henry Cavendish. The product of carbon monoxide and nitrogen is producer gas. Important question ആണ്. The product we got as a result of the combination of carbon monoxide, CO ആണ് carbon monoxide, and nitrogen is producer gas. Atoms of the same element having same atomic number but different mass numbers is called isomers. And an important question is the Avogadro number is 6.02 into 10 raised to 23. 6.02 into 10 raised to 23 is the Avogadro number. And what is Avogadro number? The number of units in 1 mole of any substance is known as Avogadro's number. Number of units in 1 mole of any substance is called Avogadro's number, and its value is 6.02 into 10 raised to 23. Uncertainty principle is proposed by Heisenberg. Uncertainty principle proposed by Heisenberg, and this uncertainty principle states that if we know everything about where a particle is located, the uncertainty of position is small. We know about its momentum. That is, if we know everything about where a particle is located, we know everything about its momentum. That is Heisenberg's uncertainty principle. Water has maximum density at 4 degrees Celsius. Water has maximum density at 4 degrees Celsius. H2O exists as a liquid due to the presence of hydrogen bond. Important question. Important question. H2O exists as a liquid due to the presence of hydrogen bond in the H2O. The most abundant element in the human body is oxygen. The most abundant element in earth crust, adum oxygen aanu. Most abundant element in the human body oxygen aanu. Similarly, the most abundant element on earth crust is oxygen. Then second most abundant element in earth crust, silicon. An important question aanu. Second most abundant element in earth crust is silicon. The third most abundant element in earth crust is aluminium. And the most abundant element in this entire universe is hydrogen. And second most abundant element in the universe is helium. The polymer that is used to make non-stick utensils is Teflon. And which is the first man-made polymer? Important question. First man-made polymer is bakelite. Which of the following is known as a slaked lime? It is calcium hydroxide. Calcium hydroxide is also known as slaked lime. The isotope of hydrogen that does not contain any neutron in its nucleus is prosium. Important question. The isotope of hydrogen that does not contain any neutron in its nucleus is prosium. Then what is isotope? The isotopes are versions of the same element. They have same number of protons and electrons. Same number of protons and electrons as the element, but different mass numbers and number of neutrons. Same number of protons and electrons and different mass numbers and number of electrons. That is, they are called isotopes. The non-metal which exists as a liquid in room temperature is bromine. നമ്മൾ നേരത്തെ പറഞ്ഞിരുന്നു the metal which exists as liquid in room temperature is mercury ആണ്. The non-metal that exists as liquid in room temperature is bromine. Then brass is an alloy of copper and zinc. Dry ice is solid carbon dioxide. Important question ആണ്. Dry ice is solid carbon dioxide. An extremely toxic and deadly compound responsible for the Bhopal tragedy was methyl isocyanate. Methyl isocyanate. Bhopal tragedy വളരെ important ആണ് PSC examsന്. നമുക്കറിയാം 1984 ഭോപ്പാൽ ട്രാജഡി സംഭവിക്കുന്നത്. ഈ ഭോപ്പാൽ ട്രാജഡി ശാസ്ത്ര കാരണമാണ് 1986 എൻവയോൺമെന്റൽ പ്രൊട്ടക്ഷൻ ആക്ട് തന്നെ പാസ്സാക്കുന്നത്. അപ്പോൾ പ്രൈം മിനിസ്റ്റർ ആയിരുന്നത് രാജീവ് ഗാന്ധി ആയിരുന്നു. ഈ ടോപ്പിക്സ് ഒക്കെ എന്റെ പ്രീവിയസ് വീഡിയോയിൽ ഞാൻ ഇൻക്ലൂഡ് ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ട്. അപ്പോൾ അതെന്തായാലും നിങ്ങൾ കാണാം, ഷെയർ ചെയ്യണം. Then different components of crude oil are separated in the petroleum industry by fractional distillation. Important question ആണ്. Different components of crude oil are separated in the petroleum industry by fractional distillation. Then what is fractional distillation? It is a separation of a mixture into its component parts or fraction. Chemical compounds are separated by heating them to a temperature at which one or more fractions of the mixture will vaporize. It is a process by which heating them to a temperature at which one or more fractions of the mixture will vaporize. Thermodynamically stable allotropic form of carbon is graphite. Then marsh gas is methane. What is marsh gas? It is methane. Marsh gas, swamp gas, and bog gas is a mixture of methane, hydrogen sulfide, and carbon dioxide produced naturally within some geographical marshes, swamps and bogs. ചതുപ്പ് നിലങ്ങളിലൊക്കെ ഉണ്ടായി വരുന്ന ഒരു ഗ്യാസ് ആണ് മാർഷ് ഗ്യാസ് എന്ന് പറയുന്നത്. അതിന് എന്താണ് ശരിക്കും മീഥൈൻ ആണ് ആ ഗ്യാസ്. The substance added to LPG to detect leakage is ethyl mercaptan. ഇത് വളരെ important question ആണ്. The substance added to LPG to detect gas leakage, LPG leakage is methyl mercaptan ആണ്. Which vitamin is abundant in the citrus fruits? It is vitamin C. Vitamins വളരെ important ആയിട്ട് ഒരു ടോപ്പിക് ആണ്. എന്റെ ഫസ്റ്റ് വീഡിയോയിൽ തന്നെ ഞാൻ എല്ലാ ഐറ്റംസിനെയും ഇമ്പോർട്ടന്റ് ഫാക്ട്സ് ആൻഡ് ഇമ്പോർട്ടന്റ് ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻസ് ഞാൻ ഡിസ്കസ് ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ടായിരുന്നു. എല്ലാവരും അതൊന്നുകൂടെ കാണുക. Then which elements 3 isotope have different names? It is hydrogen. ഹൈഡ്രജന്റെ 3 isotopes ഉണ്ട്. Isotopes different names ആണ്. And what is the main constituent of coal gas? It is hydrogen. Coal gasലെ main constituent hydrogen ആണ്. Coal gas is a gaseous mixture is mainly hydrogen, methane and carbon monoxide formed by the destructive distillation, that is heating in the absence of air. Destructive distillation വഴിയാണ് ഉണ്ടാക്കുന്നത്, means heating in the absence of air of bituminous coal and is used as a fuel. അപ്പോൾ coal gas main constituent hydrogen ആണ്. Recoiling of gun is an example of conservation of linear momentum. Linear momentum conservation ഒരു example ആണ് recoiling of gun. And what is the heaviest of the naturally occurring noble gas? It is radon. Radon is the heaviest of the naturally occurring noble gases. So friends, let's continue tomorrow. See you then. Bye.